Hello everyone, it's SystemCollapse and this is Enigmatica 2 Skyblock. Hope everyone's having a fantastic day. I'm having a great day myself. Hope you guys are too. We're getting back to this pretty cool pack. Just kind of get her done, man. Get some progress. In between episodes, I did a fair amount. I guess first off, I had all these glass cable facades, so that is pretty cool. I couldn't use clear glass, but it makes it so I don't dip down anymore, so that is pretty awesome. I went ahead and made these glow panels. Let's go to panel here. Maybe glow as well. And yeah, we had to make the HDPE sheets already, so these things were like a cheap option, right? I'll probably use a lot of them going forward just because they don't give off particle effects and they actually look pretty good. So they're just light sources. That's all they are. Something different. I also added this up here. This is the fan. It is literally just kind of like a little multi-block from Chisel. Just called Massive Fan. Just put them in 3x3. And just up there, it spins. And it's on all sides of this pillar here. It doesn't look too bad, man. I actually like it there. Gives it a nice little bonus effect. When you put this down, it might not be lined up either. So like, say these 3 blocks could end up on this side. Just kind of how it works. It's kind of dependent on where you put it down the chunk. But there's an item that you can make called the offset wand. You can actually move the texture around. And you can do that for any chisel block. So that's how I kind of aligned it. It messed up my floor when I lined it though. And then it took me forever to realign my floor. Because even I broke the blocks and put them down. It's weird. Because when I do it up there, it moves the floor. But if I just do the floor, it doesn't affect up there. It was weird how it worked. But yeah, it took me, 5 or 6 minutes to fix my floor. So that was definitely something that happened. I haven't changed the stone yet either. Because I'm not 100% sure on the block I'm going to use. I think it's going to be basalt. That's kind of what I was looking at. The issue is this. Stairs. I need a block with stairs in it. So yeah, I don't want to use block crafty. I don't want to use architecture craft for stairs because I've had issues in packs in the past. When you use too many, it just ends up causing a lag. So yeah, it's really has to be one of the stair blocks here. So if you guys can think of something really good out of the stair blocks, yeah, maybe I'd run with something like that. But basalt, we can make with the igneous extruder. So it was kind of an easy one to get to. So yeah, definitely what I'm thinking there. Also went ahead and made these. These are Azure blocks. They're from flat colored blocks. And it's funny because I actually said, hey, I wish this was in the pack. And then someone told me in the comments, it was just like, it is in the pack, man. Just, yeah, get your head out of the sand. Anyway, show you how it works real quick here. Let's grab some cobble. Maybe even some glowstone. It works on glowstone, cobble, and glass, which is pretty cool. But we go say, let's grab, I got rose red on me. Let's grab some lapis, I guess. Let's grab that. Maybe a little bit of cactus green, which is something I need to make a cloche for. Just have not done that yet. Grab maybe some bone meal right there. And maybe some ink sac. Just to give you an idea, it's really dependent on what dyes and materials you have in your inventory when you use this thing. So you just grab that, you go like that, and look at that. Look at the sheer amount of blocks you get. Like these glowing ones, they're lights. That's glowstone, right? Then you go up here and you get all your regular blocks. You can see there, it all goes off an RGB number. So if I grab this one, it's probably only going to use 1 glowstone and 1 red dye to give us 16 blocks. Yeah, pretty good, man. And they just look pretty good because, well, they are flat colored blocks, right? So you get this nice clean texture. And, pretty cool little thing, man. But I made it so I can make a block that kind of mix with this. And also mix with the that other block that I was using up here. Kind of at the same time. And yeah, otherwise I wouldn't have ever found a block that went with both those. So yeah, pretty sweet, man. Like how it turned out. And pretty awesome. So, in between episodes, what else did I do here? Oh, a steel. I got a good steel recipe. Someone pointed this one out to me. I did not know this recipe existed. I kind of missed it here. And it's a really easy way to make steel. It's a little more expensive, but it's all free materials. So yeah, I'm making it now in the alloy furnace with iron ingot and 2 coal. Just like that. It's only 1, so it's actually not cost effective. It actually costs you an extra coal. But yeah, way better, man. Just way better. Anyway, that's the way I'm doing it. And like I said, they're free resources now. So I can just queue that up whatever I want. And I don't have to really work on materials like that anymore. In here, we got a setup that we're going to kind of jump to right away. I have a large compact machine. And we're also going to need a crate keeper. And I'm going to show you the rabbit hole we got here. Because it's actually, I did not know this was coming at all. When I decided to get into the Mekanism reactor, I missed this completely. So we have to do that before we can actually get to the reactor. I need to keep that on me. Anyway, let's go put that in there. Maybe grab you. Sweet. Now I'm going to show you this rabbit hole. Let's go to the reactor. Right there. It's these kind of brown blocks down here. These ones aren't too bad. They just take a bunch of steel casings, atomic alloys. We need, the reactor ports. We don't need the logic adapter. Probably need some reactor glass. That stuff's not too bad. But this one here, this is where it gets silly. So you need this magnesium diboride alloy. It's not too bad. It's just magnesium boron. I just need to process some magnesium, and then we're good to go there. Tough alloy. I already have an autocraft. This stuff is all not too bad here. Where it gets annoying is right here, the advanced plating, which isn't too bad by itself. So you got this tough alloy, you got to do the basic, and then you got to go do graphite. So it's multi-step. There's one more pass out there, and I need to find it. It's this stuff here, the elite plating. And you're going to end up using a lot of this stuff. So the first step of it is you actually need to get uranium and some sulfur. The uranium we can actually get from regular uranium, but this is nuclear craft uranium. We'll probably do this after this other setup we got to do, because there's the hard one right here, the crystal binder. We need this stuff here called calcium sulfate. And to get that, you need to run calcium sulfate solution through a crystallizer, and starts the rabbit hole. So over here, we got fluorite water. To get fluorite water, you need crushed fluorite, which is just those peridot, zapped by the reconstructor, then crushed down. Then you're good there. With water, and you got fluorite water. That side's not too bad. But this side over here, sulfuric acid, needs to go through a chemical reactor with sulfur trioxide and water. Before that, to get the sulfur trioxide, you need to run it through sulfur dioxide and oxygen. But before that, you need to run it through molten sulfur, which has to be done in the melter, and oxygen. So yeah, a little bit of rabbit hole there. It's a lot of just micro crafting. It's yeah, definitely what it is there. And yeah, we're gonna have to get that setup done, get the liquids mixed, and then get our uranium processed. Then we can finally get a reactor. So yeah, let's get that going. And okay, let's go ahead and get to work on our calcium sulfate setup here. So let's go ahead and grab that, kind of get everything kind of lined up. Yeah, this is going to be a little bit of work. I got to kind of remember how everything goes, because there's a lot of moving parts here, mostly just different liquids, right? But everything's got to kind of go in the right place or nothing's going to work. So it's going to just bring power. I think this one's going to be a little shorter. I don't know. That light glitch will go away in a few minutes. It just always does. I don't know why. It always happens with a new cube. Anyway, we're going to put a melter there. This is going to be for melting down the sulfur into liquid sulfur, I think it's called, or molten sulfur. Okay. Then we're going to need a chemical reactor. Then we're going to need a chemical reactor. And then I believe we're going to need a chemical reactor. This is the way it's actually going to go. Over here, we're going to grab a chemical reactor. You see what's going on here. We're making a lot of chemical reactors. This one's going to be a fluid enricher. And that's going to be for our fluorite water. This one's going to be for, I think it's the sulfuric acid. Then we finally got to mix them in the crystallizer. I think is the way it all works. So anyway, let's go ahead and get the liquid going from this one to the next one. So let's go. I don't know why I grabbed this one. Let's do that right there. Let's go to extract. Make sure it's on insert. And we should see molten sulfur. Next thing we need to get in there is actually liquid oxygen, which I actually have on me. I just did this in our ethylene setup with a rotary condensator. So nice and easy. That there, I do not need that, so let's turn that off. There we go. Let's get 2 conduits in here. Both these machines are going to need liquid oxygen, so I might as well kind of have it going to both. Let's turn the extracts off because we don't need those. Let's go ahead and grab our Yeti, I suppose, and set this tank. Maybe. There we go. To extract to the bottom. There we go, always. And there we go. We have oxygen going to both. This one's already getting sulfur dioxide, which is the next liquid we need here. So let's go ahead and grab that. You're going to need a lot of this calcium too in the binder. I don't know if I mentioned already. You're going to need it. That's a power cable. You're going to need it for every draconic core later in the game. So yeah, it's going to be something we might want to do in a better way later on. We'll kind of see how this works. If this works well, I'm not really going to worry about it. But if it doesn't work well, we may have to come out. Sulfur dioxide, is that the right one? Sulfur dioxide, okay. Might have to get kind of a more robust system, right? Oh no, that's not right. Why is that getting molten sulfur? There we go. Why did that? That might be a problem with the system. Somehow I got molten sulfur out of this at first. And if you shift and left click on the tanks, it actually voids off the liquid, which is what I did there. You say shift click to clear tank, but it pulled molten sulfur. Huh. That's troubling. It may end up needing filters on these, so we'll kind of worry about that later. Right now we need this sulfur trioxide. In this one, I believe we need water. So let's go ahead and grab a sink. Let's get that done. Get that. Let's see if this one, if it pulls the trioxide right away, because yeah, if that's going to be an ongoing issue, we're definitely going to have to kind of sort that out somehow. Oh, we want that on extract. We're going to throw water in here. That's good. And then we just need the trioxide, right? So we're just going to pull that straight from here, go to extract, and it looks like it's doing stuff. So the right liquid came out that time. That's good. And there we go. We already got our sulfur trioxide, and that's making sulfuric acid. So sweet. That's half of it done. There we go. Let's go over here and throw fluorite in this one. I believe this one needs water, so let's go ahead and throw that there. And throw some water in there. Probably be the best bet. Oh, not there. There we go. I messed everything up. I broke the wrong cable. I ruined Christmas. It's all over. Throw you there. And put you right there. There we go. Then we'll want to left click on that. And set that one to extract. Turn off insert. This one should be running now. It is. And we're getting our fluorite water, which is what we want to see. So that's pretty cool. We're just going to bring that fluid out this way, I suppose. Extract. And there we go. Got our fluorite water. I think all we need to do... What is the next step? I actually can't remember. Maybe it goes in here? Maybe I have an extra chemical reactor for no reason. No, it's going to go in the crystallizer. That's right. I'm so confused. Let's grab the crystallizer, I guess. And see if we can find a way to pull these liquids out kind of even way here. It's not going to be pretty no matter what. But a lot of it was just making sure I understood the exact process here anyway. But let's go here. Fluorite water, chemical reactor. Actually, I'm doing something wrong. Oh no, I gotta mix. That's how it works. I gotta mix these two liquids here and then run the resulting liquid through here. That's what we're doing. Okay. I almost know what we're doing. We got a problem here though. I may actually move this sink. So let's do that. And do that, just so I can bring the liquid cable straight out the back there. I suppose probably be a good way of doing it. Make it all a little less cabling. Go and right here, right? Let's go here. Let's go to extract. Turn off the insert. Still getting water. Still has sulfuric acid. And I think this one here is going to be a little troublesome because it's going to have a byproduct. Actually, two byproducts. So we'll kind of see how this works out here. Do that, and I guess just get conduit going here. All messy. Making sure it doesn't touch any other conduit. And I don't have to worry about fluid interaction, which is kind of one of my worries here. Let's disable that. Disable that. And throw you here. There we go. See if we can set that on insert. That on extract. That works there. So we're getting hydrofluoric and calcium sulfate solution. The calcium sulfate solution is the one we actually need. The hydrofluoric we don't need at all. Which means we're probably... I'm curious if the machine's going to stop when that gets full. Because if so, we're going to have to deal with that fluid. Yes, we're going to have to deal with that fluid. So I did make 2 drums. And we're going to try anyway to filter this here. With our limited space and our wonky piping. I don't even want to move the piping like right here. Because it's going to try these fluid conduits. I shouldn't have used the interfluid ones because they move liquids so fast that there's a chance when you put the conduit down that the pipe will be empty. So yeah, unless you have like an insane flow, I really shouldn't have used these ones. I could switch later on, but for right now, it's what I'm using. And I guess I'm going to have to try to do this, I guess. Let's see, we got sulfuric. See, I didn't want that. Break that, break that. And that just ruined everything, I think. So let's do this. And hope we get the right view here. That one, set it to extract. And there we go. We did get the hydrofluoric, which is actually what I wanted, because I need to run the other one through the crystallizer anyway. So let's go ahead and grab the crystallizer right here. I'm definitely going to have to find out a way to get this piping better in between episodes, because this is going to drive me crazy. I can't even look at this. But, I couldn't think of a quick way of doing it easy, to be honest. Do that right there, because there was too many moving parts. And there we go. We got our first calcium sulfate, so that is a good sign there. And I guess I could grab these 2 crates here, right? And just automatically pipe in the items. And maybe do it that way. And then I don't have to sit here, and it should produce a decent amount that way. Unless fluids start mixing for no random reason. Because it was a little odd with the fluids there. Extract always, and just insert, right? Then I could probably just grab sulfur. And I may need a fluid void, a fluid trash can pulling off that tank, voiding it off, because once that gets full, it's going to stop. But at least it'll go for a little bit. There we go. That's going. Sweet. And I guess we just need to do that one more time with fluoride here. And, we should be done, actually. For the most part. At least done enough to be able to go work on the reactor, right? So that is really what I want to get to today. I don't want to be focusing on these little Michael. We're focusing on Michael. Focusing on micro crafting, which is all this is. Let's go there. Let's go to insert. Turn that off. Right there. And throw that fluoride in there. There we go. There. So is this actually working? Yeah, we already got 16 of it. So I would say a success, semi. Other than it's completely hideous. At least it functions, right? But anyway, do that. Do that. The only way I could see doing this cleanly actually now is with ender tanks. So maybe that's something I'll do later on. For right now, I just wanted a small amount. Make sure I understood exactly how it was going to work. And make sure it was working, right? So I extract that. Insert that in there. And that'll just take care of that. Okay. That's awesome. I actually think this is enough binder to get us going. So let's actually head off and actually work on the reactor. And I'm going to kind of probably sort this out in between episodes, because that's one of the ugliest things I've ever done. Now that we got a calcium, we're going to go ahead and sieve down some of this magnesium ore. We get that from sieving the compressed nether gravel. So that's going there. We're also going to need to zap some of this jazz. We'll do that right here in the reconstructor. That's going to turn this ruby into something I don't even know how to pronounce. Rhodochrosite? Rhodochrosite? Not going to worry about it. Seems to take a fair amount of power. It seemed the same way with the floor right there. So it would have been better off to drop it in one at a time. Maybe make a recipe. It's something I'm going to have to make a recipe for anyway. But for right now, I just want to get that done. I think we got to get that crushed down too. So what's our options? Oh, looks like manufactory as well. So let's actually head back to the manufactory. We don't need that much of this right now anyway. Let's go ahead and throw you in there. That's cool. And we should be able to start making our binder here. I'm just going to drop that stuff off. I want to look at what else we need, because that's going to take a minute to process. Let's go to the reactor and kind of see where we're at here. So the reactor. Oh, one thing we got to make here. What's it called? The isotope. We still got to get the uranium, right? Isotope separator. We need one of these. So we're going to go ahead, craft 2 of those motors, I guess, and grab the separator, hopefully. Oh, what's it missing? It is missing a machine casing. Let's grab that. Grab you, and grab the separator. Cool. Let's go set this puppy up. Nuclear refinement. Apparently that was a quest. Gonna grab that, and probably just set up the power right away. Let's go right there. Sweet. And put you up there. Gonna have to go grab uranium now, and it's gonna break it down to its separate parts. So we're just gonna go ahead, grab a stack of that, get that process as well. Got a lot going on at the same time here, apparently, but that's all good. We'll kind of watch that for a second. It breaks it down to this uranium, which is the one we need, in tiny clumps as well. I think we're going to be able to turn that into enriched IC2 fuel at one point as well. So, yeah, pretty cool, pretty awesome. We're going to be using that machine moving forward. It's not a one machine wonder. Let's go over to the reactor, though, and kind of see where we're at. The reactor, you're going to need that. The main thing is this fusion core, right? We can go ahead and make that tank right away, actually. Let's go ahead and make the tank. Kind of get that done. Get it out of the way. Where's it at? It is right there. There we go. These tanks, man. I've had to make so many of these. I should just set up the recipe. I don't know how it's going to handle the metadata, though, because you can see there, it just doesn't want to grab things, right? Anyway, there's our ultimate. Let's go ahead and check the reactor again, see what else we can craft here. We're going to need the elite plating. That's the one I'm working on, right? We need this DU plating. That is the other one I'm working on. How are we doing on plating? I might need to make some of those advanced platings. There's basics. I'll go back. I'm pretty sure I have advanced there. Yeah, we're probably going to need... What was there? 5? Why do I think we need 12? Yeah, let's make that many. Kind of let it go here. There we go. Looks like everything's processed over here. We should have enough uranium to kind of move us forward, so that's cool. Go ahead and see if we can make those upgraded platings yet. There's so much stuff to do, man. Like, trying to jump ahead the way I do. Sometimes you just got to do all this extra stuff. 2, 3, 4. Where you would do it in, you know, a different line of progression. But it's just the way I like to progress through packs, right? We need one of them as well. What else is part of that reactor? We've got... Ew, I did not see those. 4, 8. Yeah, I was right about 12 advanced plating then. Yes, we're good. Okay, so we need... What is that? Servo. We need more of these. There's 2 of them. And 2 servo mechanisms is what it was? Servo mech. Yeah, I don't know what that looks like. It does not look like a servo mechanism. Although I don't know what that looks like. And there was some kind of material we needed as well. So let's go back to the reactor one more time. There was some weird little item I saw there. Yeah, these things. The magnesium diboride solenoid. It's hard to even say. But you need this magnesium diboride alloy, which was the boron and the magnesium. So let's go boron. We got a bunch of that. And we should have magnesium now. So let's grab a good amount of that as well. Ooh, DU plating. Look at us. Let's go ahead and grab that and throw it in here. Probably don't need that much of this, so I'm not going to do a giant recipe of it. That's probably enough for now. That's already done as well. Sweet. It's all coming together. Sooner or later, we'll have this thing done. Go ahead and grab 2 sets of those. Let's throw you in the system. Throw you in the system. And kind of figure out exactly where I'm at now. If I tried to build that thing, I have nothing. We're going to need a whole bunch of these. I think about 68 or so, if I think right, to build the actual reactor. So I'll grab that many, kind of start there, because we're going to have to use some of its components. I don't know where we're going to end up here. But the fusion core, we needed that and that. We may have that, actually. So there's a chemical reactor. What is on the other side? Oh, another chemical reactor. What am I missing in the center? What was it? Another casing, of course. I think we actually need 2 of those. In the chemical reactor. There's that. Sweet. And where are we at? We are at everything except for the corners, which was the last step we were working on. And we needed this binder, right? So let's go ahead and grab a good amount of that. Throw that in there. And see if we can actually make this plating now. Let's just bore on that stuff. Looks like we're good. There's 4 of the actual elite. What if that's quest 2? Looks like it. There we go. And finally, we got our fusion core. Which means we can actually, hopefully, make our reactor. Didn't I? Oh, yeah, I won't put the tank in itself. I'll have to do that myself. And look, we're looking pretty good here. So we have our reactor core. We're going to need some reactor ports as well. So we'll go... How many of these do we want, actually? Pulling power out of this thing is going to be a little bit of trouble at first. So I'm going to make some extra ports here, because you're able to throw more in there. And that'll handle that. That'll handle that. Maybe we'll make a couple more of those. Maybe. I'm out of the things. I'd have to go grab them out of the cube, and I don't want to bother. That should be enough for right now anyway. We need 2 for fuel, then 4 for power. I guess that works. Okay, then we're also going to need a few more casings. So where are we at? We're at 6, 7. That's what, 54? And... let's do 3 more recipes of this. I made 100 of these casings. I think I have like 130 of them in between videos. I made a butt ton of them. We'll probably make 2 recipes of reactor glass as well. So let's grab that. And we should still be well within our numbers of what we need to build the reactor. One thing we also need is one of those matrix. One of these things. We have to make them early in the pack. now it's easy because we already have this stuff. So we have that. And then the matrix itself. I don't know why, because it's 2. We only need 1. Laser. We also need lasers. And we need a lot of these. I'm going to have to make a whole bunch of tablets. Are you serious? That's a pain in the butt. Well, give me a second. I'll get all these done. There you go. I went ahead and made 12 lasers and 1 laser amplifier. I'm going to grab all that stuff. Start throwing stuff in the crate here. We're going to need a couple more power cells as well. So let's go ahead and make a couple. Let's do... How many I got there? The more I have, the better. Pulling power to this thing's going to be near impossible early on, but we'll be able to just kind of add more power cells and pull more and more as we go, right? Probably need a couple of those as well. Let's go ahead and make 10 of them. You just grab it all. It's so nice to be able to just have this stuff automated. Just look at that. Look at the cub, man. Anyway, let's grab that stuff, throw that in there. I think we got everything for the reactor. I need to count this though. Let's do that. So that's 57, 58. That'd be 59, 60, 61, 60, 64, 65. I think I need 1 more set of the reactor. Just the walls. And then we're good. Then we can go and get this set up. Finally get it running. Get ourselves to pretty insane power. Yeah, just get her going, man. I think that's everything. I think I already have the cabling, all the cabling we need over there. Yeah, I'm just going to grab a crate keeper and then pick everything up and drag our butt over to the reactor area. And okay, we're over here at Reactor Island, and you can see here I moved the evaporation towers kind of forward. Also kind of moved all the wiring, I guess, underneath. Everything's going on down here. I have 2 chemical infusers actually making DT fuel, and a bunch more wiring, man. Just a bunch of stuff going on all simultaneously. I have 8 solar neutron activators now because I need this to be able to keep going at night. And I'm kind of worried about it running out of tritium. Hopefully that keeps up. Also added another 4 electric pumps, so hopefully that works as well. I found out that this thing takes 3 times the normal fuel to keep it going in this pack than regular packs. That's why I kind of ramped everything up here. We're going to get the reactor kind of set up. We're going to get the firing starting mechanism kind of started up first. That is probably the best bet. So I went ahead and made 12 lasers and 3 of these laser amplifiers. That's kind of what we're going to be using here. So let's kind of figure out about where it would sit. Probably about here. That's good. Then we're going to grab one of those laser amplifiers, I guess. Oops, let's not do that. Kind of get it sitting right there, I suppose. I'm going to get these ones coming back this way. There we go. And we're going to get them rotated, hopefully, forward. That. There. Okay, this isn't working at all. Let's just do this. This will be easier in the long run. There we go. That works. And then just bring them forward. The red dot needs a point forward. That's what I'm kind of fighting with right here right now. There we go. And there we go. The whole point of these is to gather up large amounts of power, then fire a laser into the core of the reactor and actually fire it. It actually takes a ridiculous amount of power. Around 500 million RF is what it's going to take to fire up this reactor. So yeah, I'm just gonna get all the lasers up here, get this part started, so we can kind of build the reactor and have this charging up. I'm probably gonna still have to wait a few minutes by myself. Anyway, let's turn this to rotate, because these things are a little funky rotating anyway. You'll see that in a second here. Let's go to rotate and go above, and I should be able to. Yeah, let's do that. It won't update right away. They like a block update around them before they'll actually move the right way. But anyway, that should be good. That should be good. That should be good. Move this one down. There we go. You can see the box when you move them up and down. It's actually changing, but the laser's not moving. Because, well, they're wonky, man. That's good. That should be good. That should be good. Now, if I put a block update around them, there we go. Oh, some of them didn't move the right way. Okay, at least I'll be able to tell which way these ones are moving now. Hopefully. Why aren't these ones moving? You're bothering me, boy. Did I get that off rotate somehow? Looks like it. Rotate. Rotate? There we go. Let's try that again. That, and that. There we go. Half of them are going the right way. There we go, and there we go. Let's try that one more time. There we go. Magic. So that's kind of the setup we're going with. We're going to go ahead and grab some piping. So we're going to grab these ultimate universal cables and a power cell and probably more of the power cell cards. So let's get that done. Get this powered up really quick. There we go. And throw you right there. Of course, I just unbound it to the number. So let's relink that card. And just get these wired, man. Let's set that to out. And it's going to take a while. Like I said, 500 million is massive. Oops, I forgot to turn it off. That's actually the laser. We're going to set it to high. You can put a button on it and stuff like that. You can literally just change the setting to change it back. To, you know, set the power kind of in and out. If you like buttons, just go ahead, man. It doesn't make any difference to me. To me, it's just an extra step. Anyway, let's go here. Let's go there. And this thing makes a horrible noise. Nothing I can do about that. Anyway, these should be getting power. Oh, I did not need that connection. There we go. And this one right here is getting all the power. So you can see there, it's already got 10 million in it. It basically, the lasers are shooting in this, and the red dot is pushing it forward and forward and forward. I could do, you know, 100 of these. I just don't want to have to build that many lasers because, well, 100 is a big number. Anyway, let's throw that stuff in there. Let's go ahead and grab our actual reactor pieces. That, and that's everything we need for the actual reactor, right? Maybe some reactor glass. And find out where we're going to set that. It doesn't really matter. 2, 3, 4. Maybe one more forward. There we go. So it has to be 5. Then we're going to do a little diamond shape here for the base level. This will also be the top level. It is actually 5 levels high. It's actually quite big. Kind of do that there. Then we just kind of get these corners done. Of course, I derped that one. Sweet. Grab you. And, maybe put. Oh, no. Stop doing the things. Anyway, there we go. And the last one would go right there. So that's the second level there. And the third level is just kind of a total square around it. So pretty easy. I'm going to put reactor glass in the front. It's going to wait till we have the bulk of it built up here. The edges cannot be glass on this. So anything that's an edge cannot be glass. So something to be aware of. So like here. I'm going to put glass here, 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 and here. If I try to put it in any of these other spots, the multi-block won't form. So yeah, definitely something to be aware of there. I'm going to do this so we can actually see the reaction going on. And, put the matrix right there because that's where the laser is going to shoot in. We're also going to have to add our ports, and I think I'm going to put 3 of them back here, I think. So 1, 2, 3. Again, they cannot be on the edge. So definitely something you don't want to try to do. There we go. And let's see here. We want to go to reactor port. We got 8 of these, so we go kind of ham. These ones are all going to be fuel ports here. And probably over here is all going to be power. So probably put 2 on each side for right now. I did make like 1 more set of them, so I have 2 extras, I think, over what I originally had. This should be good for our needs right now. Pulling power to this thing is going to be a beast because it's going to produce a ton. I don't know the exact number because all the numbers are changed on us for the pack. So yeah, we'll kind of figure it out when we get there. We do have to finish off the top level now that we have enough casing. Yeah, there you go, man. The thing is actually pretty easy to build once you know what you're doing. Let's go ahead and grab the controller. So break out this block here. And if I did everything right, this should have particle effects, and it did. First thing we want to do is go to fuel and set the ejection rate to 6. That is actually the first thing we want to do. Every other video you watch out there is going to say 2, but there's a reason for that. This particular pack has the minimum ejection rate set to 6. So we got to go with the minimum or it's not going to stay on. So basically what's going on there. In here we've got 100 million RF. We still have 400 million to go before I can actually turn this thing on. I'm going to show you one more thing that I forgot to craft before I left. And that was this thing, the hull ram. The hull ram actually needs to be filled with DT fuel. So we're going to go over there, throw that in there. Bam. That actually sits in the controller and it's kind of what activates the reaction, right? So it's going to turn it on. The last thing we really need to do though is get these things kind of piped up and get the fuel in here. So let's go ahead and grab the cables. The cables are the ultimate pressure tubes. And, yeah, just find out how we're going to wire it. I was going to kind of try to do a weird little setup here. We'll see if it works. Which way do I have that facing? So it's backwards. This should be an output right there, I think. Right? Yes, it is. Yeah, we'll do this. Bring it up here. I'm gonna pump deuterium into this port, I guess. I want to get tritium into that port, and probably DT fuel into this port, which should be right around here. I actually put it in the right spot. Look at that. Anyway, let's go find the tritium. I need to go down below, I guess, and remember where I have it wired. Looks like it's right around here. So we can kind of find it. Go. And I guess we could just do this. Let's just do things. I'm just going to break some of these for now. I'll come back and replace them later. I don't want my wiring to be utterly redonkulous. Let's kind of go like that. There we go. And here. And here. That's not going to connect, is it? Good. Awesome. I thought it was going to. And what I would do is just connect it to this line right here. Awesome. Actually works out. And the last thing we're going to do is actually get DT fuel. I just threw casing into the void. My expensive casing. Anyway. Is I'm going to put DT fuel in here as well. You do not have to do this. You can run the reactor just off these two fuels. So the deuterium and the tritium. But you can actually get more power if you actually put in the DT as well. I just can't produce enough DT to keep up with it. So I'm just going to get the extra boost out of it when we do turn it on. Yeah, that's going to be pretty sweet. Except for it's not coming out for some reason. That is a problem. Let's go see what's going on there. DT fuel should be right here, right? Configure, output. There we go. That looks like a good thing. And there we go. I think it's going in. There we go. Got all three fuels in there. And this thing's ready to go. Except for this is probably nowhere near close. So what I'm going to do is wait till this hits about 500,000. Once it is, we're going to go ahead and turn this on. Now see what kind of power we get here. There you go. We're over 500 million RF in the laser amplifier. So we should be actually good to go here. I did add a bunch of power cells. I still need to add the cards. I haven't done that yet. Because once I do, it's going to start, you know, filling up the power with our regular base power. Although it seems really low. It's actually going down. This thing's draining my power. I guess that's a thing. That shouldn't be a problem any longer though. So I actually didn't have to worry about that at all. But anyway, let's get the power cards in there. I thought the batteries were going to fill up. That's the only reason I didn't really do that. Go here. There we go. Our buffer is getting so big now. I mean, I just added another 100 million with these power cells here. And this should fill up in a couple seconds. This is literally, I think, going to fill up in a couple seconds. Once I get this fired here. So I'm going to fire this. Usually you can use a button or whatever. I'm literally just going to do this. You can see there, we actually get a reaction in there. Oops. Off. There we go. Not policy there. Disabled. There we go. And there's a reaction. When it's moving that fast, it usually means it's producing a ton of power. So let's actually go check our numbers here and kind of see how we're doing. Statistics, we don't want that. We want the out here. Currently we're producing 8 million RF. I don't expect to stay that high. Yes, it does say 8 million RF. It's actually going to go over 10 here in a second. I think that's just because it's burning through the excess DT fuel that I have here. But it's going to reach a point where it doesn't have any excess. And then that's not going to go up anymore. It's going to start dropping. I'm expecting the power to be around 1.5 million to 2 million RF. So, yeah, not bad. Pretty good power as far as I'm concerned here. But it should kind of cap once this is done here. The mod dev never added the mechanic for this to blow up, so you don't really have to worry about it. I'm just curious about my fuels here, making sure they're not going down, because it will turn off when it runs out of those fuels. So definitely something we have to worry about. So you see here, it doesn't show any DT fuel, but there actually is some coming in. There's still some being produced right in here. It is coming in. It's just coming in and going out so quick. You can see the tube is actually still full. So there's actually still some DT fuel in there. Oh, it's still purple, I should say. Otherwise, it wouldn't be. So right now, we're at 15 million RF. It's going to take a while for this to cool down and kind of go slower. But it goes by the plasma rate. So the higher the plasma, the more power you get. But I think the case, so this is like the case temperature. I think the higher this is, the less fuel efficient it is the way it works. So yeah, it's producing a ton of power. But the casing, there's no way we can control that. especially when the numbers have been tripled the way they have. And you can actually pump. You can change that ejection rate. Like right now, it's at 6. That could actually go all the way up to 98 if you have enough fuel. You need a metric butt-ton of fuel, but you can't push it all the way up to 98 a tick. And it'll go pretty insane. Like, I did this in a test world really quickly, and just giving a little more little more fuel and DT fuel than I did here, I had over 35 billion. And I think I only had it on ejection rate 12, I think. And I have no idea, honestly, how high it'll go, but these things are obviously completely full. One of the problems of this right here is these can only accept, what, 25,000 RF per side? So, I mean, I could add another side here, and each one could add, I guess, grab 75,000 RF each, which would, what, out of 10, that's 750,000 that I could pull out of this Protect Max right now. Maybe a little more if I get the tops and the bottoms. And I could always add more too, but you just end up with Power Cell Graveyard. And I have no use for this power yet. I just want to have this thing running non-stop for the rest of the pack, hopefully. It never shuts off. My only worry is nighttime and the tritium, I think, keeping up, because this turns off, right? I may add another tank as a buffer, but we'll kind of, I guess I'll monitor overnight, see if it turns off or not. If not, it is good to go. And won't really see until next episode, I guess, exactly where the power is going to settle. But I'm hoping for about 1.5 million. So yeah, pretty insane, man. Utterly and completely insane, really. So yeah, I think I'm actually going to wrap this one up here. So I'm just going to let everyone know that I do have a Discord. If you want to stop by, say hello, any of that jazz, feel free. Everyone is welcome. Just keep it classy. That's all I ask. Also, I do have a Patreon, so if you want to think about supporting me, move forward making videos, that'd be absolutely fantastic. But I am going to end this one here, so as always, go like this video. Please hit that like button. If you really liked it, hit the subscribe button. It is always appreciated. Well, you guys all have a good one. I'll see you guys next video. Later.